Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing a series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm super duper hungry, so hopefully this is good. I'm actually going to go get my lunch after I do these reviews. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my Power Man 5000 shirt. One of a couple that I have. Yeah! Featuring the lead singer slash creative mind of the band, Spider. If you're unfamiliar with the band Power Man 5000, they're actually a band that's been around for quite a while. I want to say they got started in sort of like the early 90s. Had a very different sound initially than the sound that they would become known for. They really sort of broke out in the late 90s. That's when they took on more sort of an industrial kind of nu metal sound, with their sort of, what I would consider to be their Magnus Opum album, Tonight the Stars Revolt. That was really where they hit hard. The lead singer also had the distinction. He's the half-brother of Rob Zombie, which is super cool. And, yeah, man, I've been a big fan of theirs ever since I first heard their stuff. I've seen them perform live a couple times. I actually have videos of said performances on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because, damn it, I think they're fantastic. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Like I said, I hope this is good, because if it's not, it's going to set a bad tone for when I go to get food in a little bit. But before I go and grab food, I decided to go over there and stop off at a gas station real quick, and I saw this in there. It happens to be, boom, it is from 7 Select, which is the 7-Eleven in-house brand. It is their Blackberry snack pie. Ooh. Okay. So, I've reviewed plenty of these snack pies. I've even done comparison videos against other snack pie brands. Hostess is probably the most famous. But 7-Eleven, they go over there and they put their stamp on their own little version. And every now and again, they come out with a new flavor or something. And I've never seen a Blackberry one from them, so I can only assume that it's new. Sure. Let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like this. And we'll kind of go, ha 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 ha. It's like $2. So, if it sucks, at very least all I wasted was a couple dollars. But I think in general, I'm pretty fond of the 7-Eleven brand ones, so looks like that. I mean, looks like a snack pie. It's all about the filling and the pastry and how it works together. Mmm. That's really good. That's really good. First of all, 4 marks, that is a nicely filled snack pie. Because as time has gone by, certainly within my lifetime, snack pies have gotten smaller, they've become less filled, it's all the same bullshit, they gotta make more money, blah, blah, blah. But this one, though, that's properly filled, I'm not saying you couldn't have maybe made it swell a little bit more, but we're good, That is a good ratio of filling to pastry. Now, the pastry itself is actually rather nice also. It's not too thick. As soon as I bit into it, it broke apart, pretty easily. But it still has structural integrity. I'm not, fearful that the delicious ooze inside is going to go over there and start, breaking out. That's really good. And here's the thing. It really is a kicker for me. It tastes like blackberry. Now, I'm not saying it's, going to taste like, fresh blackberries you just picked yourself off the Little House on the Prairie bullshit. I'm not talking that. But it isn't just a generic berry flavored, which they could have done. You know, lots of products will have berry flavored stuff, and then really, what fucking berry are you talking about? You know, there's a lot of berries. But no, this distinctly has a blackberry taste. It's got that kind of earthiness, but like also a little bit of sharpness to it. And, you know, it's not the same as a blueberry. It's not the same as, you know, raspberry or something like that. It has its own distinct flavor, and that's what this tastes like. You know, artificial though I'm sure it is, it's distinct enough to be noticeable. If I didn't know what this was from the onset, I could guess that this is a blackberry flavored product. And I really like that. You know, like, if it's going to be blackberry, call it fucking blackberry. I think I reviewed something, I want to say I reviewed some snack pie a while back, like maybe last year or even the year before. I forget what company it was from, but like maybe it was Blackberry or Blueberry or some shit. And I remember reviewing that and being like, yeah, this doesn't really taste that much like what it's supposed to taste like. But no, that genuinely has a nice blackberry vibe to it. This is a good snack pie. Like I said, it's nicely filled. The pastry exterior, nice and solid without being too thick or, you know, feeling or tasting stale or anything like that. It's nice. It's very sweet. I mean, as you would imagine from one of these snack pies, but no, it actually surprised me. Like, that's proper. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. I think for me personally, you know, look, I'm not looking to become the foremost expert on, you know, snack pies here on YouTube, but I've reviewed my fair share of snack pies, and I'm sure I'll review my fair share more. When it comes to 7-Eleven, typically I think they do a good job. I'm not going to say they always do. They did one not too long ago where it was, I think it was like a hot cocoa and marshmallows one or something like that. It was like a, you know, seasonal one. And that one, I reviewed it. You can look it up if you're interested, but like, you know, that one I felt was kind of a whiff on their part. Not terrible, but, you know. But the thing is like, as much as it's cool when they go over there and do like the more sort of dessert ones, you know, like the ones, you know, again, like chocolate ones or cheesecake ones, what have you, it's nice when they just go over there and just, you know, take one of the fruits and manage to make it work in one of their fruit pies. And I actually think this one works really nicely. And it's a nice, like, this is one I would like, I don't know if it's going to be limited edition or what. I'd like to see this be part of their normal lineup, because I do think it offers, you know, a nice option aside from, you know, like the chocolate pies, the lemon pies, and what have you. This is a nice one that it's a fruit pie, but it's also distinct enough. And for me, I would definitely get it again. And if I'm recommending it, I absolutely am. I think that, you know, I mean, look, it's not a destination item. You shouldn't run out to 7-Eleven to go grab one right now. But if you happen to be at a 7-Eleven, if, you know, you enjoy these little snack pie things, I think this is a really nice one. You know, Hostess doesn't really do a lot with their snack pie line. You know, despite the fact that in the past they had a lot of other flavors, they do come out with new stuff, obviously. In fact, I reviewed a couple of new Hostess cupcake limited edition ones that they did, like Sundae and like orange freeze pop or some shit. So they do stuff, but like snack pies, they really just seem to leave alone. I'd like to see them go over there and, you know, expand out a little bit more. But if they're not going to do that, hey, 7-Eleven has a decent range and they're tasty, and so yeah, I'd recommend it. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have themselves a truly blackberry pie-tastic rest of your life. Blackberry pie is delicious. Blackberry is an underrated berry, I feel. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you have a favorite snack pie flavor? I mean, for me, because I grew up on the Hostess, like I feel like a lot of people did. The chocolate was always a special treat, but I do have a certain fondness for the lemon. But I think as a kid, cherry was probably my favorite because, I just love cherry. I still love cherry to this day. These days, though, I don't know. I still like a cherry one every now and again, but I think I've gone more towards, like, the chocolatey kind of ones, so. But let me know. I also really miss the Ninja Turtle ones that they used to do back in the day. If they ever decide to bring those back, you better believe I'm going to review the fuck out of those. Anyway,